Hello, and welcome back to Quantum Suicide. On the last episode, we made the jump to another universe, or parallel dimension, and began to interact with the crew. We've actually had, communications with other members, and it seems like we're about to play the Deletion Game in another universe. However, we don't know what the game is, as you can see by these choices. So, without further ado, we may as well find out. What's the game? Di seemed confused by my question.
What game?
Is it Vampire Children?
Yup, and has been for almost a week.
Almost a week. Yeah, okay, of course. But we're missing Zero.
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
Did this Dimension Zero already jump ship? She should be playing, not me. Di looked incredulously at the captain, who simply shrugged her shoulders. Captain, you know I'm not from here. Tell Di where the other me is.
Sorry, Di. I am unsure what she is talking about. I think the pressure has just gotten to her.
We don't even know what role we are. Well, we don't even know if this version of us is the vampire. No, there's no pressure, she's lying. I pointed at the captain, my index finger shaking uncontrollably with rage.
Ooh, accusing the captain of lying? This is getting heated, and I love it.
She came to me and told me she was chosen as a vampire. When I declined to be her Clyde, she lost her mind with anger, and has been acting like this ever since.
I see. So, this version of ourselves has screwed us over. That never happened, and you know it.
I know you enjoy games, Di, but we have all decided not to breed with her already. So why not just jump to the execution?
Okay.
Wait, what? Really? You're happy with me just killing her?
Yep.
It would simply be a waste of our time otherwise.
Yeah, waste of a week.
I think we finally agreed on something, Capitan. Feels nice, like we're bonding.
I'm not Zero, I'm Zero. What? Even my own ears, I sounded insane.
Wow. Get a grip. Or not. To the shuttle bay!
I would ask where the watch is. Di cackled as Beatrix and Nicholas laid their hands on me and dragged me, kicking and screaming to the whole way to the shuttle bay. I'm not from here. The other me must be hiding.
You know, I had bets on who would snap under the pressure, but wow, was I wrong there.
Who did you bet? You're killing the wrong Zero. I also note how the fact that because obviously it's a self-input name, it's in low. Well, it was yelling up until the name when it was just said normally. Nicholas and Beatrix threw me into the decompression chamber, the small airlock between us, and infinite open space.
Have fun in space! Continue screaming out there. See if anyone can hear you.
Yep. Totally perfect voice acting. I'll see you all in hell. Seconds later, the airlock doors opened, and instantly, the air in my lungs was sucked straight out of me. My body careening into space right after. I was barely conscious for more than a moment before blackness swallowed me both me and my silent screams. You died! Hooray! But we did get another. Where are we from? Oh, I switched to go. This is the wrong timeline. Jump. We get ads. So ads. Add something per as per. Yeah, it's only 5, right? There's only 5 passwords. So add per as per. So then it must be something over here. Cool. I need to not jump. I don't know what are you watching? Is what? Yeah, I asked that. Okay, cool. I'm sure I made a save about not jumping. Hold on. Load. Is it here? Don't push the button. Chapter 4. Hooray. I was thinking... I wasn't thinking straight. This was no time to randomly push buttons. I returned the pocket watch to my pocket. Shizuka snored loudly, snapping me out of my contemplation. Drool ran down her chin in slow rivulets. Shizuka, wake up. The stirring and moaned. She stirred and moaned, but it would take more than just that to get her up. I mean, pinch your cheeks, I guess, because she sent the captain to wake us up. Plead with her, yell at her, hold her nose until... hold her nose. Yeah. I reach out with my hand, clamping her nose shut. She struggled and started whining in irritation. I'll let you go if you get up. She batted my hand off her face with flailing limbs, but the damage was done. She was now as wide awake and alert as it was possible to be.
You suck, you know that? I was so comfy.
No one gets to be comfy if I'm not comfy. Those are the rules. Sleeping in the chair, it can't be good for you.
Nag, 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 nag.
You owe me, considering the fact you, we did your job for you. Now, that wasn't very nice, Shizuka. Shizuka attempted and failed to stifle a huge yawn before leaving the rec room.
Night.
It's, day, I think. I say in space where there's no visible sun. Alright, problem number 1 solved. Now to get better rested so that the watch problem wouldn't be seem so daunting. I picked up my parents' research and plodded dreamily back into my quarters. I left the watch on the bedside table and slid into my bed, which received me like a long-lost friend. Despite the flurry of thoughts in my head, I was asleep within minutes. Hey, Zero. What?
I think your alarm clock thingy is broken.
Must be. Thank you for acting as my alarm clock. What alarm? I slowly cracked open my eyes to see Dai staring quizzically at something on the side of my table. Oh, she's looking at the watch. I sat up at light speed, making Dai look at me oddly. I stopped myself, knowing that I shouldn't draw too much attention to myself by acting strange. I casually picked up the watch from where it lay. Oh yeah, that alarm clock. Weird. It's not making any noise. I wonder what's wrong with it.
You should get Yoshiki to fix it.
I don't think giving it to him would be a good idea. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if we transport worlds with him, fair enough. That's a very helpful suggestion. Thanks, Dai. I'll go do that right away. Why? I cocked my head, suspicious how quickly she had been taking into my not at all convincing acting abilities.
I know how clumsy he is. I was hoping that he might electrocute himself while taking it apart.
And here I was thinking you were being helpful.
He might still fix it by giving his life heroically, and then we both win.
But then, do you get the people to play the game that you want to play? I would rather it remain broken and him alive.
That's because you're selfish. You're only ever thinking of yourself.
Does that count as us thinking of ourselves? Because we want Yoshiki alive? I'm too tired for this, Dai.
Well, that's your fault for being up so late, isn't it?
No, it's Shizuka's fault for being up so late. How'd you know I was up so late?
I'll give you a hint. It starts with an S and ends in a Hizuka.
Okay, so she's a traitor. Wait, Yoshiki told you?
You really do crack me up.
So might as well tell me why you're here.
I'm here to assign your role for today's Deletion Game.
Okay, I totally forgot about that game. It was about to begin. I had been so preoccupied with the watch. I sighed, prepared myself for the worst.
Now, it's not that bad. In fact, I would say.
What would you say, Dai?
I can't lie to you. I'm sorry.
Oh god, I'm the vampire, aren't I?
What? No.
Then why are you sorry?
I'm sorry because you're a human.
I mean, again, I think it's been explained before, but Dai has a point. Being the vampire is sort of easier in the sense that you know who you can and can't trust. All you have to do is, like, you just have to seem trustworthy until the very end. But that's good, right?
Clearly, you don't quite grasp the coolness factor of vampires. Frankly, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that's it. I hadn't accounted for the coolness factor.
Interesting vampire. Interesting vampire coming your way. Although Christian religious symbols such as crosses and holy water are often associated with combating vampires, Christianity didn't exist until thousands of years after the first vampire tales were told.
That's something I didn't know. I'm assuming it's true. I don't see why they would lie. Don't you have any useful information for me?
Okay. In some cultures, those born with red hair were considered the most likely to be vampires.
Why red hair? I would assume maybe blonde hair? Like pale skin blonde hair? Though I guess there is some depictions of vampires with red hair. But I don't know, because the way I'm thinking it is obviously the kind of vampire who everyone quote unquote swoons over is usually, definitely pale, definitely automatically good looking, because that's just how vampires are apparently. No matter what they are, they're always good looking until they start until it's revealed they're a vampire, then they suddenly turn ugly. How does that help?
Maybe it's a hint about who on this ship is a vampire.
Oh no, Kitashi. Di winked and tapped her nose knowingly.
Well, this has been nice, but I need to continue my rounds. Last stop, El Capitan.
I would like to point out, just in case anyone thought I forgot between the recordings, I'm aware Kitashi's dead. The closest person to red hair that I can think of is Yoshiki, but I would say that's more pinkish. Dice rode right through my door, flickering as she crossed the boundary. Relief washed over me as she departed, and I embedded immediately as the next Deletion Game drew closer. At least I'm not a vampire. Perfect. At least I think it is. The watch was returned to its place beside my bed table. I had to keep my mind on the task at hand. The PA system cracked to life overhead.
Thank you all for your cooperation. You are now free to pass the time as you please. The game will commence in 2 hours. Good luck!
I would always keep the watch with me at just if I needed a quick escape. Though, to be fair, by the time we might need to use it, we might have already passed the black hole, which seems to be how you fuel it. Alright, time to talk to the crew and work out a game strategy. Before the thought had fully formed, I appeared to put an end to this.
We need to speak.
Okay, hi, good morning, I
do not have long. Come to the server room.
Okay, this is definitely a password.
This one.
Okay, I think I know it. Cool. How do I look at the... There it is, timeline. So we got ads. Right, ad per Aspera. So that's only 3 out of 5. I thought we had more. I thought we had 4 out of 5. Okay, so well. Yeah, so add per Aspera. Why not? And I have to type right. Yep, that's unfortunate. AD space. Oh no, it's per, isn't it? Yeah. Add per space. Right. Hold on. Oh, it is. Yeah. So add per. Nope. It's supposed to be lowercase. Add per capital A, isn't it? That's gonna be a pain. Switch to boy. Yeah, capital. So it's capital of the first of each letter. Okay. That's another thing I've done wrong. Right, per space. Borough. Something, something, something. Cool. There we go. Got it wrong. Nope. Hitting all the wrong buttons now.
About time.
Yeah, no, I had to deal with something because of you. What are you doing?
I wanted to tell you something. Something for your trusted ears alone.
Okay, go on.
Promise not to tell? Cross your heart and hope to die?
No. Of course Shizuka.
Lower your voice. I'll tell you inside.
And then we get stabbed. Shizuka put her hand on my shoulders and marched me inside. The doors slid shut behind us, Shizuka not taking her eyes off it until it was fully sealed. So tell me what the big secret of yours.
I'm the vampire, and I was hoping that you would...
No thanks. Shizuka's gaze must have spotted the watch illuminating my room from the spot on the table, because a wild excited look suddenly overcame her features.
What's that?
It's a diversion. She darted around me, snatching up the watch, and jumped onto the bed. Is she gonna teleport again? I threw my hands up in the air as a sign of utter recognition. Resignation. There was going to be no coaxing her down once she was on this state. Shizuka, please be careful, it's not a toy. Shizuka was now bouncing up and down at light speed, eyes fixated on the glowing face.
What does it have a light on? What's this button for? What does it do? Can I have a turn with it? Where do I get one? Where do you plug it in to recharge?
No. Shizuka continued with her machine gun fire questions, clearly not about to stop anytime soon. If she accidentally pressed that button, we could all be in real trouble. I had to defuse the situation and fast. I'm tempted just to tackle her. I'm gonna save, just cause why not? Cool. Shizuka, just give it back. Shizuka, just pass that back here to me now.
Why do you seem so worried?
Cause it could be a bomb. I don't think pressing those buttons is a good idea, Shizuka. That objective isn't something.
Why?
Because I said so. Shizuka, it could be very bad.
Only one way to find out?
Oh my god. You do not listen to anyone, do you? Shizuka grinned with like a dopey puppy as she pressed the first button that she could lay her hands on. The pocket watch let out an unfamiliar noise, and before I could do anything, Shizuka dissipated before my eyes, just like I and Dai do. The watch fell from her hand, The watch fell from where her hand just was and bounced gently on the bed's mattress a few times before coming to rest. The watch's face is now revealing numbers behind the panels. Isn't that where we just went to? The left reading 72 and the right reading 22. Shizuka. I don't know why I looked around her around the room for her, knowing what I just saw, but part of me was hoping it wasn't true. Think, zero, think. I had no real choice. I could tell the captain that I accidentally lost Shizuka, or I can go after her. I gulped nervously as I held the watch in my hands, pressed my eyes shut, and pressed the button. And I'm making my way back to this reality with reinforcements. I gasped for air, but found none. Opening my eyes rewarded me with the sight of infinite sprawling nothingness as far as the eyes could see. Out of the corner of my eyes, I saw the pocket watch floating just out of reach. With the last shred of breath in my lungs, I tried to propel myself towards it. But it was such a feeble effort that I may as well have saved the last lungful that I got just a bit longer. A lifeless Shizuka hovered above blue skin, snap frozen in relentless cold space. What had gone wrong? I tried to tell Shizuka that we would have lived if we played the game. We'll never know now. So I'm guessing this version of Zero got eliminated, but Shizuka also showed up. Since they were both vampires, they both got killed. Then we swapped places with the one that died. So anyway, so now we gotta go upwards, I guess, to someone else dying in lordship. Let's go with 6.
Please exit the room and wait.
Who's dead?
In an. let's get straight to the results.
Oh no! Vladimir. Good job, Yoshiki. What if I aim for 2? If I go back in time and aim for 2? I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna go... Hold on. Right, that's Vladimir's death. Let's go to the checkpoint. Aim for 2.
Please have...
Kitashi. Okay, well... So 6 was, Melanie. Anyway, well, got Vladimir first. We'll do this.
Thank you for your selection, and thank you for choosing Dai's Deletion Game as your preferred
Hold on. Switch the boy, yeah. Load. Okay, that's where the save was. So, chapter 2. Okay. I could skip through those. Return. Okay. I was just confused. Cool. Anyway, so Vladimir's dead again. Melanie's now without both parents again. There's no sign that the crime person in my room, but I can still hear them. It's Melanie underneath the bed, right? I open the door and look outside. It was Melanie. She was sitting on the floor outside my room, crying loudly and beneath the labored, squeaky little breaths, in danger of hyperventilating. I sat down on the floor to be at her level. It's alright, look, I'm here now. It seemed stupid to ask why she was crying. I decided to focus on helping her stop crying, or at least breathe properly. It would help if I could get her to talk. What are you doing here? Where's the captain?
I'm sorry. I wanted to see you.
I mean, that's fair, given what's just happened. Well, that's okay. You can always come and see me anytime you want.
I sneaked out of the captain's room. She was sleeping. I'm sorry.
There's no reason to say sorry. Don't worry about it. I will tell her in the morning. But why did you want to see me? Don't you like being with the captain?
You got the same uniform as Daddy. That makes me happy.
Okay, what if we ask I to get you a uniform exactly this color? She was wiping her eyes while talking, trying to make her tears go away. She was still crying, but at least she had enough air in her lungs to form almost complete sentences. Come inside and sleep in my bed. I let Melody in ahead of me, and she went straight to bed, getting in and sliding herself under the covers. I got in beside her, and she immediately hugged me. I hugged back, figuring she'd feel safe in my arms around her.
Monkey?
Yep.
You're warm.
Well, that's how human bodies work. So are you? Now try going to sleep, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I lay there holding her, gently stroking her head, and then it wasn't long before she fell asleep, and in no time at all, so did I. Cool. I guess we're looking after Melody in this timeline. Someone was touching my face, a finger was tapping my cheek, and then my nose, not hard enough to hurt, just soft little pokes. Well, I guess Melody's awake.
Monkey, it's time to wake up.
No thanks.
Monkey.
No thanks. I open my eyes. Who's poking me? It's a monster. Melody giggled and I reached out and grabbed her into a hug. Caught you, monster. Melody squealed and giggled, hugging me back. Oh, it's a nice monster.
You're silly.
And you're nothing. Haha. That's cruel. That's cruel. But it's the first thing I thought of, so I'm going to say it anyway. Monkeys are very silly. I don't really need help getting dressed, but I let Melody hand me things. And once I was ready, I brushed and fixed her hair for her. Well, is that what we're going to call her now? Monster? Well, Monster, what do you want to do this morning?
I'm hungry.
Okay, let's look for some children to eat.
But I also want to say sorry to the captain for running away.
I mean, maybe she's in the dining room, getting food. Well, those are both important priorities. Which should we do first?
you pick?
Okay, let's go see the captain. I think we should go see the captain. She might be worried about you.
Okay.
I checked my tablet and found that the captain was still in her quarters. Hopefully she hadn't freaked out too much yet. Melody held onto my hand as we arrived at the captain's quarters, and I let her press the button to open the door. As we tried to enter, Kimiko stepped out, almost crashing into me and knocking me over. The captain was trying to braid her hair while walking, and she was clearly flustered. Her usual neat and proper demeanor was missing. She was dressed, but it was obvious she had thrown her uniform on as quickly as possible. Seeing me, she stopped abruptly and looked at me. And then she saw Melody.
Melody! There you are. Are you all right?
No, she lost some fingers.
Yep. Monkey did my hair. Look.
It looks lovely.
Once she established Melody was alright, Kimiko looked at me, her eyes narrowing.
Why is she with you? What are you doing?
Yes, it's entirely my fault. Thank you, Captain. Thank you for trusting your crewmates. Yeah, no, kidnapping's quite the hobby of mine. I grabbed Melody and pulled her close to me. It's been a long time since I've been able to kidnap a child, a lifetime really, but I saw my chance and took it. Melody giggled and the captain did not look amused. She's got no funny bone in her. Her gaze was cynical and unimpressed. Then she looked directly at Melody.
Are you all right?
Uh-huh. I like Monkey. She's fun. It wasn't her fault I ran away. I kidnapped myself.
That's not the definition of kidnapping, but yeah. Kimiko's mouth twitched, like she was trying not to smile.
It's good you're all right, but you shouldn't run away like that. I was worried.
That's why we came to see you, isn't it, Melody? The kid looked very solemn. Solemn as she nodded.
Captain, I'm sorry that I sneaked away.
Well, I suppose I can...
Yahoo! Everyone's favorite AI system is here. My, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It would be such a shame if someone were to mention the Deletion Game.
We haven't even had breakfast yet.
Ahem. Could I please have all crew
Whoa.
report to the dining hall for briefing immediately?
That should make it easier.
That is all.
Ugh, again. Come on.
Captain finished braiding her hair while we walked, moving towards the dining hall.
Is Di gonna make somebody sleep forever?
Yep.
Please don't let her.
I don't control that. Melody started to cry and let go of my hand to hug me around the middle, which made walking difficult. It's okay, I think Di just wanted to tell us about her new game.
I hate Di's games. They're mean.
Well, I mean, the punishment for losing's mean. The games themselves are pretty fun. I kind of wished we'd get further than the vampire children.
You made Mommy and Daddy sad, and then they went away forever and ever.
And then it's going to be someone else's turn.
I know, but we're going to make sure that you're safe, okay?
What happens? Whatever happens, we'll protect you.
What if Di makes you go away?
Then you'll still be safe. Well, we can't know what's going to happen, but I promise to do my best and get not to get sent away, okay?
Yes. Me too.
Well, you be quiet. You've got cheat codes, basically. Di's got favoritism against you.
All we can do for right now is to be very brave. Can you help us do that?
Okay. Should I be brave too?
That would help, yes, thank you. I think it's a very good idea. Let's all be brave together.
Okay.
Okay. Melody kept hold of my hand the rest of the way to the dining hall. We were the last to arrive. Everyone was already sitting around the table. There was no sign of Di yet. We sat down, with Melody taking a seat between me and the captain. I was next to Yoshiki.
How's Melody?
Missing her parents. She's scared and upset, but she's a brave kid.
Poor thing. With Sora and Vladimir both gone, this whole thing must seem like an attack on her.
I mean, that is true. There's been 3 rounds so far. First was like the doctor's, the twins' parent, their father. Then it's just Melody's parents. It's like Di just hates parents. Yeah, I didn't think of it like that. She's scared that either I or the captain are next. Di suddenly appeared in front of us.
Hey, good morning, kids. We've got a thrilling week ahead of us, so let's get started.
What if I choose not to?
Before I begin, I have a message. For the owner of a large deep space vessel, you have left your headlights on. Repeat, the owner of a large deep space vessel, you have left your lights on.
That's technically Kimiko, right? She's the captain.
What does that mean?
It's a joke. Dai, just get on with it, please.
Rude as always. I wish my humor was appreciated. This whole experience would be much worse if I was a cold killer.
I agree, actually. Since you've actually got a personality, it makes it tolerable, because I guess a personality leads hints to ways to defeat you. Whereas if you're like a cold robot sort of personality, you wouldn't really give much as to hints to how to beat you. But yeah. With that though, I think I'll call it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Hopefully I can see you in the next one. With that, goodbye.